Hey, what's up everybody? This is your friendly neighborhood Unpunk bringing you a video here today. What this is going to be is one of the first of hopefully many top 5 videos within Zombies and Blackout here on Black Ops 4. Absolutely loving those game modes, and I'm going to be bringing you guys some different top 5s. Obviously within each of the respective modes. Starting off strong here with the top 5 best weapons within Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies. Of course, this is going to be heavily based on my personal opinion of using every weapon and upgrading and leveling up every single weapon at least a few times. And I also did compare with some friends and some other subscribers and viewers and things of that nature to see what their favorites were. And a couple overlaid, I would say a couple of the weapons were definitely picked by a lot of different people. So that's another big reason why they're in here. Some of them weren't my personal favorites, but they were just really good guns overall. So I had to make sure I included them in this top 5. Now, before we get into this, if you guys could please drop a like, it'd be super awesome to show the support. Put a lot of effort into making this video. Wanted to make sure we had unpack-a-punched, pack-a-punched, and fully upgraded or fully pack-a-punched versions of each gun in this guide, so that way you guys could see how the differences on the different upgrades. Some of them are at lower rounds, some are at higher rounds, and we'll talk about that as we get into it. But let's get into the number 5 slot right here. Alrighty, so the first gun, or the weakest of the best, is going to be the ICR. The main reason that it made it to this list is that it is got a couple different features that are really cool. So it is a wall buy on every single map, which is really awesome. Not extremely expensive at 1,550 points, which is a little bit weird for a Zombies game to have such a unique number as a wall buy. It earns you a lot of points and is a very versatile weapon to use for a lot of rounds. As you can see, it's pretty successful on round 8 here on Pack-a-Punched. And then you get it with its first Pack-a-Punch, significantly increasing damage. A couple rounds later, still not extremely high of a round by any means here, still very low rounds. But it's very good against the enemies overall, big hordes, and the gladiators. It only takes a couple of clips here to take a gladiator down, which is not too bad, especially for just a single Pack-a-Punched weapon. And another one that you can get off the wall very easily. And as you can see, my points are going up quite a bit as we are doing this. Now, when you get to its third upgrade here, or its full upgrade, I should say, with all 5 Pack-a-Punch added, so you Pack-a-Punch it a total of 5 times, spending 15,000 points, it is a much better weapon and can take out a Blightfather on round 15 in about 3 magazines if you're focusing fire on him. You can see some zombies are getting in the way here, but overall most of the bullets are hitting the Blightfather and takes him down in less than 3 mags, which is a pretty good gun if I do say so myself. Again, great for points, great to get a good start for an early match. Now let's get into number 4. Fourth is going to obviously be, as you can see, the MOG 12. So this is a pretty good gun. As you can see, it did about 3 shots right there on headshots on round 20, unpack-a-punch, so that way you could go ahead and kill a regular zombie. Not extremely great, but definitely not bad at all. Takes about 3 mags here to kill a gladiator, mostly with headshots here to him on round 20 to finish him off. But again, for a wall weapon that's unupgraded, that is not too shabby. Now, when you get to its first Pack-a-Punch, it is going to be a one-shot headshot for quite a little bit. Honestly, here on round 21, you can see if you hit them right in the head, you get a nice little explosive effect, and it does a one-shot. Now, some body shots will, but most of them will not. It's mostly headshots, so ideally, if you're using this gun at its first stage of pack, I'd recommend having a Deadshot perk with it, because it'll make it very easy to get these headshots, as this gun is way better with headshots. I also got a Blightfather here, so I wanted to show off how this gun handles a Blightfather, and man, it's actually really good against Blightfathers and bosses. One shots, a lot of bosses, special enemies, and things like tigers. And then for a Blightfather, it took about 6 shots or so, or 8 shots there to kill a Blightfather with a just single Pack-a-Punch, which is actually really crazy, especially on a round 21-22 time frame. Now, we got it fully upgraded here with the Cryo Freeze ability, which is not one of my favorites, but for the video purposes, I just want to get it fully upgraded, and we're going to show you how it handles some of the bosses and some of the enemies here. So obviously it's one-shotting a lot of these enemies, and it's really powerful against them. Gladiators and brawlers and all of that, it will take down very quickly, and then regular zombies it absolutely destroys. Again, it's still not the highest on the list, just due to the fact that it does not hit hordes extremely well. Of course, the after Pack-a-Punch abilities, the AATs, so you will, are going to be much better against zombies because you can hit hordes with that. But this gun just doesn't take out hordes quick enough to be on the top slot. The next gun in the third slot here is going to be the Hades. Now this gun is a pretty good gun when you get the operator mod. Got a good amount of ammo and does a good amount of damage against bosses. As you can see, round 16 right there, Unpack-Punched was taking out those brawlers pretty good. And again here on round 17, it's taking out zombies pretty good. But it's in the top 3 slot because it's better than the ones below it in my personal opinion, because overall it's a more versatile weapon to use, especially with this operator mod, as you can move very fast. You don't have to worry about aiming down sights unless you want to, but even if you do, you move very quick. But when you Pack-a-Punch it, it exponentially gets better and its damage just goes way up. I had the first ability on there, so it was the second Pack-a-Punch right there. I didn't get the first upgrade without the Pack-a-Punches, the AATs. But you can see again here on round 22 with it fully upgraded, it is a pretty awesome weapon to use, and again pretty great and versatile. You can move very quick out of the way, which is why I like this weapon, especially with that operator mod, the crossbar, which allows you to hold it on the side. You don't get any kind of scope or zoom on it, but you get to definitely get to move quicker, and the versatility of getting to kill these zombies way quicker is very nice. And this is why this takes the top 3rd slots here. Now let's move on to the number 2 slot, which is going to be the SDM Sniper. Now this gun is an absolute beast. Round 10, you can still get one-shot headshots, Unpack-Punch, which probably doesn't sound so crazy. Oh my gosh, it's round 10. But this goes on for a while. You can be getting these one-shot headshots for nearing into the 20s and early 20s, and you can kill bosses pretty damn easy here. As you can see, we kill this guy really quickly right there. Now, once you Pack-a-Punch it, unfortunately there is a small bug that happens that takes away whatever scope you have or attachments you have on it, thusly making it weaker and have less ammo in total. Unfortunately, I lost, I believe, my extended mags. I might not have, but I definitely did lose my scope, my iron sight, when upgrading it. So right now, it is in the number 2 slot in my opinion, due to this little bug. But if this was to get fixed, I think this would be my favorite and most powerful OP weapon in the zombies game mode, because when you go ahead and Pack-a-Punch this, one time you get one-shot headshots for close to 30 rounds. Body shots still take 2 or 3, but once you fully upgrade this, I mean, it can kill a Blightfather in no time flat. Not gonna be quite as quick and powerful as our top gun for killing bosses, but it's still extremely well and works really good as a versatile weapon. Now, as soon as they fix that issue where you can use iron sights and all your attachments, once it's Pack-a-Punch, it's going to be one of my favorite weapons to use. But as you can see, in not very long, it just destroyed that Blightfather. Now, coming in at the number 1 slot, we have the Hellion Salvo Rocket Launcher. This thing is an absolute beast. As you can see on round 16, Unpack-a-Punched, this bad boy is knocking down these guys like they're nothing. 1, maybe 2 shots, depending on where you hit them. Body shots to take out all big boys, minus the Blightfather in 1 shot. Whereas Pack-a-Punched, this thing will definitely take them down in 1 hit or more, mostly 1 hit. But nonetheless, you can take out big hordes even on the high rounds, like round 17. I'm knocking out hordes with this thing Unpack-a-Punch. Now, things to be cautious for, obviously, while using this gun, is it does do damage to yourself. So Flopper does help, but then again, it doesn't really help that much. So you just got to be cautious on how you're using it, and just don't shoot it right below your feet like you used to do with the ray gun. Just don't do that, and you will be good to go. As you can see, again, Single pack punch, this thing's absolutely destroying enemies here. It's just wiping the table clear. Now, when it gets fully upgraded, this thing's, again, a beast. On round 20, fully upgraded, it's one-shotting somewhere between 15 to 20 zombies in a single shot, just killing them like nothing. Now, this thing's got a pretty good amount of ammo and a backup, and there is ways to get fast lock, as well as extra ammo, quicker reloads, lots of really OP upgrades for this. Of course, you have to be a very high player level in your current prestige to be able to do that and attach said things. But if you do, I'd recommend, if you prestige, use the prestige token on this bad boy, so that way you can get these attachments and use this every game, because this is such a good gun. It is just so good. It obliterates everything. Blight Fathers go down, and you can lock on to the Blight Fathers and hit them with 2 rockets. In almost any round, you will take down a Blight Father in 2 rockets when it's fully upgraded. Now, that's all I got for you guys on the video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this top 5. It's one of the first ones, again, I've done in a long time. I hope the format worked for you guys. I wanted to show you all versions of each gun, or basically all versions of each gun. Well, you know who I am. I'm Unpunk. And if you guys want to join my Discord, check me out on Twitter. All those links are down in the description. And we're going to see you guys real soon. Peace.